Good afternoon, my name is Liam Warren and welcome to Solent Sports News. Andre Onana has defended his Manchester United teammate following a tweet which featured two gorilla emojis alongside a picture of the Red Devils shot stopper. He wrote, "People cannot choose what I should be offended by. I know exactly what Garnacho meant, power and strength. This matter should go no further." Ten Hag addressed the post in his press conference this afternoon. The United manager said, "I want to emphasise, we are Man United, we are together." England women's manager Sarina Wiegman has said that the game is moving towards being more inclusive, but it won't happen overnight. In her statement, she says it's not going to change in a month or 2 months. With the discovery of talent, training centres, there's more access for everyone. Hopefully, we'll soon see what we see in society where the best in football are playing at the top level. Wiegman isn't the only figure in women's football who has an opinion. Arsenal have also acknowledged the lack of diversity after releasing their squad photo, which included no players from an ethnic minority. They're now planning to make diversity a priority. We now go to Hampshire Harriers, a wheelchair basketball team based in Southampton, where we sent Baxter Wilson to talk about what it means for the players.
The Hampshire Harriers don't let any disability hamper their sporting goals of equality, competition and participation. The Netley-based basketball club was formed in the 1980s and has always carried out an ethos of fair opportunity for everyone.
This club is an all-inclusive club, so it doesn't matter what disability you have, you can even be able-bodied, yeah? We cater for everybody, every disability, but it's also about making lifelong friends. It's about the social side of things. We do a lot of social things outside of basketball as well. It's about confidence building, being part of a team.
Playing for the club doesn't mean that you are bound to a wheelchair either, as there is a range of disabilities included in the team.
So I've got cerebral palsy and hydrocephalus, which is Wharton with brain, and wheelchair basketball lets me participate in a sport that I wouldn't be able to do if I wasn't able-bodied in another world.
I suffer with mild cerebral palsy affecting mainly my right side, but I found this club on the media and I thought, why not? I've been with this club for 5 years and it's been really helpful and really nice atmosphere, and I'm quite passionate about the sport. It gives you good fitness and fun as well, because it's nice being part of a team.
As well as health and fitness, the sport has impacted people's lives in many other ways and changed them completely.
I've been coaching for about 15 years and I've seen firsthand how much it impacts people's lives, okay? We've got certain players that they only come out just to play basketball, you know, and that's their whole life, you know.
On the court there's a great family atmosphere about the club, and all of our players has got the atmosphere about them that you just want to be around them, and there's no horrible people.
I think it's good community and team spirit, and gives a good team atmosphere and is nice and friendly, and everyone works well as a team.
Baxter Wilson, Solent Sports News.
The England cricket team on the brink of elimination from this year's ICC World Cup following an 8-wicket thrashing at the hands of Sri Lanka. While the defending champions are still mathematically not out of the tournament just yet, it is unlikely that they will progress into the semi-finals after losing 4 out of their first 5 matches so far. England captain Jos Buttler explained why he thinks his side's hopes of staying in the tournament are through.
Of this tournament now? It certainly looks that way, that's incredibly disappointing. You know, you get on the plane to come to India and in a really good position as a team. Everything looking like it's going to plan, and it's just not worked at all.
From one knockout to another, as reporter Callum Pearman spoke to Larson Smith about his boxing career.
This is what it's like to fight Larson the Playboy Smith. Larson is a Southampton-based white-collar boxer fighting out of inner city boxing gym. The Playboy is fighting for the second time this weekend on King of the Ring, a Manchester-based boxing YouTube channel which has recently been featured on Channel 4. We spoke to Larson about this weekend's bout.
I'm looking forward to it again. Obviously, another long journey up to Manchester. I've already had one of my first fights for this organisation. Won it a couple of weeks ago. But obviously, got a harder fight this time. Got a very well-known person on the organisation. So, should be good. Looking forward to it. Always excited to get a harder test as much as possible.
It may look like all fun and games in the ring for Larson, but the in-ring action affects him more than he leads on.
Boxing and my boxing just really helped me just in life in general. A lot of discipline, a lot of life lessons learned. Made me feel a lot better about myself. I think boxing's one of those things that when you hone a skill, like it's good, you enjoy it and you get a lot of appreciation out of it.
We also spoke to mind coach Greg Meehan on his work with matchroom boxing and his thoughts on mental health.
The difference between, the day-to-day of having mental health problems and then being a fighter and having to get into the ring, risk your life anyway, if you're not in the right mental state, then it's not, you're not going to be going in there. I like to call it mental fitness because mental health sounds like a bad word, like I said, and it's not a bad word. It's like if it was made softer, a lot more people would be more open to talking about it.
I've been Callum Pearman for Solent Sports News.
Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou are set to battle out in the boxing ring as the latter comes across from MMA in a historic event in Saudi Arabia. Fury is as confident as ever as he welcomes Ngannou to his sport.
I'm going to knock that big stiff spark out. Go on, my son. And there's nothing he can do about it. Go on, my son. No matter who he trains with, no matter what he brings on the night, I'm knocking you spark out on Saturday night. Game over. Out cold.
Sandro Tonali is set to be banned from football for 10 months after an investigation uncovered that he was involved in a betting scandal with Italy teammate Nicolo Fagiolo. As well as being banned, Tonali has been ordered to pay a €20,000 fine. However, his punishment hasn't been formally ratified, and Newcastle manager Eddie Howe hasn't ruled him out of tomorrow's game against Wolves. In more football news, David Moyes has given his thoughts on the passing of Bill Kenwright, who died earlier this week.
Incredibly sad news. Wonderful man, gave me a big opportunity in my career. Took me when I was a young manager from the lower leagues and gave me a job in the Premier League. Brilliantly supportive. I couldn't have had a better chairman as a young coach. When I look at modern football nowadays and how difficult it is for many young managers to make their way, Bill Kenwright was great to work with. Great times, over 11 years with him. And we had some successful moments, so he'll be sadly missed.
Now we go live to Ethan Moss-Wills, who's at Central Hall ahead of the SBD Log Lifting Championships. Ethan?
Hi, I'm outside Southampton Central Hall today with Zydrunas Savickas. We're here because the Log Lifting World Championships are going on just behind me tomorrow. Big Z, do you mind telling me a bit about your accomplishments?
Hello, everyone. I won the World Log Lift Championship 6 times. Also 4 times World Strongest Man, 8 times World Strongest Man, and 17 times Lithuanian Strongest Man. And I did a lot of world records in log lift event.
Sounds like you're definitely the man to speak to. So what are we expecting to see here tomorrow? What's going to be going on behind me?
Tomorrow we start 12 o'clock and it will be a great event. We have many athletes who can beat world record. We have 3-4 guys who can beat records in all different weight classes, and at least in the worst way will be one world record, but in the best way we can see 4 live world records. So I want to ask everyone to come and support the athletes, and they for sure, with good support, will lift more.
Most definitely. So you were telling me this isn't your first time in Southampton today. Could you tell us a little bit about the other times you visited Southampton and what you think of the city?
Yeah, it was 5 times. It's my 5th time. It's really nice place. I competed 5 years ago in strongman competition in stadium. I did a strongman seminar this spring. I like that place, and now we're hosting World's Strongest Man World Log Lift Championship.
That's great. I was going to say, tell us about a few different categories that are going to be going on in the class tomorrow.
Yeah, we have women classes. We have junior class with world record holder, Czech strongman. He is almost 200 kilograms, Andrei Foitu, and his record is 206 kilograms. Probably he will try to lift 210 kilograms tomorrow. Also is good chance world record in 80 kilogram class, and we have also in 125 kilogram class former record holder from Latvia, Maris Juzup. So really strong guys. And in open class we have so many big guys from all Europe, Australia, so it will be interesting event.
So you're going to be refereeing tomorrow. Can you tell me a bit about what that involves in the event?
Refereeing is the hardest part in competition. I need to be fair for everyone, and I hope that tomorrow we'll see few world records.
Great. Do you mind just rounding off with telling me where to find you and what time it's going to be going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 12 o'clock start competition.
12 o'clock start. Brilliant. Thank you, Liam. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much for that, Ethan. We now go to Phil Ireland and Daniel Williamson reporting on the positive impact of inclusivity within Southampton FC.
This stunning mural in Southampton behind me was created by renowned artist Jay Kays. As you can see, it has a strong, powerful message, no place for homophobia, and it includes the 100 first pledged names. This mural was commissioned by Southampton Football Club and Hummel, their kit sponsor, in a bid to stop homophobia within the surrounding area.
We spoke to Daniel Langridge-Beard, Lily from Solent's LGBTQ+ group, and Harry Craig of Expose magazine.
I think inclusivity is really important in sports because sports primarily should be enjoyed by everybody, and it's for everybody. And I think there are lots of sports where different people of different communities aren't particularly welcome.
Inclusivity is always incredibly important. A lot of people don't really have to worry about whether or not they have representation, and I think it can make it really hard for them to understand why that's so important.
Obviously, much in line with society, I think football has made massive strides on inclusivity, particularly around LGBTQ+ communities. There are no openly gay male footballers in the Premier League, but I think that you are starting to see many of the institutions of football being far more openly welcoming of LGBTQ+ individuals in the sport.
Homophobic abuse is something that still surrounds today's game. Southampton are taking strides in the right direction, setting up their own LGBTQ+ members group called Rainbow Saints. The supporters group has had a massive increase over the last year, an increase of 1,233% altogether.
Manchester United welcome Manchester City to Old Trafford on Sunday as the two sides go head-to-head for the 191st time. The Red Devils have had a shaky start to the season, but seem to be finding their feet, picking up 3 wins in their last 3 matches. City are sitting in second place, having lost 2 games in their first 9, disappointing for their very high standards. Pep Guardiola, when asked about United being title contenders, said, "Ask me again with 9 games left, and I'll tell you the answer if they're really contenders." 2 minors have been identified following the chants mocking the death of England and Manchester United legend Sir Bobby Charlton. Charlton is regarded by many as the greatest ever England player, winning a World Cup in 1966 and the Ballon d'Or in the same year. The pair appeared in a video singing vile chants mocking Charlton's death about his passing was announced at half-time in a Man City vs Brighton match. City have banned the individuals and they are now the subject of a police probe. That's all we have time for today. Remember, you can keep up to date with the sporting news on our website, solentsportsnews.com. I've been Liam Warren, and thank you so much for joining us on Solent Sports News.